Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So, yesterday we did a little painting meditation together, and I was thinking about what I would do with this afterwards. So, the whole message yesterday was about taking time throughout your day, remembering to take time throughout your day to pause and to take a few deep breaths and to get back into that sweetness of life. So when I was sitting yesterday and thinking about where will this go, I was meditating on where will I take this painting for you guys to show you what you can do with these painting meditations. And of course, there's always the idea of, the sweetness of life, slow down to smell the roses. So the idea of, you could paint a flower on here. You could paint, at one point I thought I would maybe do an eye because, to be able to see clearly what's important in life. But I decided in the end to do a hummingbird because a hummingbird is one of the most beautiful, magical creatures on the earth. And the hummingbird reminds us of our presence, that it's our presence that's truly important. And so as I got ready, I've never painted a hummingbird before, and or drawn one. So what I did was I was looking at different hummingbird pictures and playing around, doing some drawing on paper just to get a feel for what a hummingbird drawing looks like and to have a reference. So please remember that when you're doing your paintings, don't make it so hard on yourself. Find some images to help you create. So the hummingbird is what I'm going to paint on here. And I do want my hummingbird to be fairly large, so I'm just going to create this sweet hummingbird. I haven't seen any hummingbirds yet this year, and we always have a couple in our yard. In fact, they would definitely come and nest here. I've never seen their nest, however, they do sit in a tree that we have that is in our yard, and we can see it when we're sitting on our deck. We can see them sitting in this tree, which is very cool to see. So I'm just outlining in black. So now I'm using this background as my colors, and I'm just creating a beautiful drawing on top. So this could be anything. Let me just get this wing in here. Hope you guys can see. I'm kind of turning the paper. So the first thing you do then is think about, well, what could hummingbird do for me? What does hummingbird have to say to me? And this isn't something that you have to have a perfect painting. You could draw, a simple little flower on here too. Whatever you want. Okay, so, and the neat thing is when you paint on this, you might decide you don't like it and choose to do something over top. So you could go back to the meditative process, start putting a new layer on here of what you might paint. So now that I have my outline here, I was going to this morning I found all the hummingbird messages. I picked the card out here from my medicine cards of hummingbird and laid it out, and then I also decided I was going to pick a card from my sacred geometry deck for the day, and I got the flower of life, which is very cool because that is the essence of life, right? The beginning of all life forms, the sweetness, the nectar that hummingbird actually goes to and is fed by the flowers. And it reminds us that that's how we are fed too. We are fed from our source. So I got my outline here, and I'm going to play with just adding in some colors. Sorry, we've got some farmers going down the road with the equipment, and my dog is thinking that the world is going to end. So beautiful, vibrant colors on the hummingbird. So I'm just going to add some of these colors in here and let them blend in. So the hummingbird, his wings can move in like a figure 8 pattern, like the infinity symbol. And it reminds us of that infinite source energy, that infinite beauty that is available for us. So if we're thinking about, stopping in life and being remembering what's important, the hummingbird can be a beautiful reminder for us of how to do that. They truly rise above. So I'm just kind of spread this purple out a little bit. They truly rise above everything that's happening and find the joy in life, right? They are playful, they can fly and really, really fast and stop at high speeds. So the hummingbird can remind us that we can always change direction. And maybe if something isn't going the way you want in your life, maybe this is a sign of taking a look and seeing what direction you do want to go in. So I'm just using some pure, beautiful, bright colors here for my hummingbird because they're very iridescent. And I'm not going too heavy because I want some of these other colors to show through as I go along. So what does hummingbird have to say to you? Is it time to enjoy the sweetness in life? Have you been working too hard? Is it time to play a little bit more? The hummingbird extracts the nectar from the flowers. It goes right to the source of the essence of the flowers and can remind us to go to our essence, to spend time pausing and remembering why we're here and what is it that we can do in life and how can we enjoy life even more. The hummingbird is harmony in motion. So truly, it reminds us that, we need to enjoy what we're doing here. we need to remember that there's so much beauty in life, and the hummingbird is magical. It just shows up, right? It just shows up. You don't even see it coming, and then all of a sudden there's hummingbirds there, and you're like, oh my gosh, look at the hummingbird. And I don't know anybody that doesn't stop what they're doing to look at the hummingbird in motion, right? It's just fascinating how they fly, how they can change directions. They're the only bird that can fly backwards. And they have a hum when they show up. And it says in the Spirit Animal book that the hummingbird's hum wakes up the medicine in flowers. Wakes up the medicine flowers. So if hummingbird shows up for you, it might be important for you to look at the medicine that you can gain from flowers. What can the flowers bring you? Maybe the herbal remedies is something you need to look into. And so with the humming of the hummingbird, it also reminds us to, the idea of whistle while you work. Well, humming is even better because the humming creates a vibration, and everything is vibration. And you create a vibration in your body when you hum. And so that's almost like a massage in your internal organs, right? When you hum, and it's very similar to the om when you're doing your yoga practice and you do the om, right? It creates a vibration that connects you to your source. It's the remembering of where we've come from and what is our true essence. Whereas the hummingbird goes after the essence in the flowers and feeds on that essence, we can be reminded of our true essence and our connection. And so the hummingbird opens your heart, wakes you up. What does the hummingbird say to you? Does it say you have to change directions? Or you should take a look at new directions? Does it tell you to enjoy, pause and enjoy the sweetness in life? Does it tell you to focus on the sweetness in life, to have fun, to start to have more fun? They're very playful, hummingbirds are. You see, I just play with the colors. I'm just playing. I don't really have a plan. I'm just layering colors in here. I do want to add the hummingbird's eye in here. Find my little brush. So which way should you go? Which direction should you take? You can take a direction and you can change your mind. Who says we can't change our mind with what we're creating? This is your life. This is your creations. This is all about you and your growth. Too often we take direction from other people or society, what society says we should be doing. And it's really just about you and your passion and what you have to bring to the world. The hummingbird teaches us harmony and how to find harmony in motion. How to find the magic in the world again. How to enjoy sweetness and find your true source of nectar. So if this resonates with you, you maybe could spend some time in meditation. Call on the energy of Hummingbird and ask, what is the message for me? The infinity of the way the hummingbird's wings can go in a figure 8 is that infinity symbol, and it's set to be a connection to past and present. So it is about being present in the now and learning from the past. So remembering that those lessons from the past are teaching you and helping you grow. And so how can you find the beauty, the joy, the sweetness from those past experiences that will help you move on? And grow and come back to the present, no longer sitting in the past and worrying about the past, but come back to the present, and your full power is in the presence, and that is where joy is found. That is where happiness and peace is found, and laughter and playfulness. So there you go, quick little painting of hummingbird, quick little meditative painting, and look at how quick, just yesterday's video was like maybe not even 10 minutes, I don't think, when I did the background. And today's, I don't know how long I've been on here, not too long, but I feel a recenteredness, I've come back to my center, and just done some wonderful playfulness. So I had thought it would have been cool to actually add in the flower of life into this, but I wanted to keep it simple. But that was something that I might have done if I was kind of doing this on my own, is just to add in behind the hummingbird the beautiful geometric sacred geometry of the flower of life, and that would have looked very cool, right? So I'm just gonna add in a few bright highlights into this before I finish it off. And so the neat thing about these meditative paintings, and also this is very similar to Paint a Prayer that we do on Fridays. So if you're not in my Paint a Prayer group, you might want to join us. And I can put the link in here for you. It is a private Facebook group where we paint on Fridays. Or I post painting videos for you on Fridays, or a painting prompt of some kind. So it is just a quiet coming back to your center space of painting. And you could write right on here, Hummingbirds lessons for you. You know, take a new direction in life. Stop, pause, come back to your presence. That's where your energy is. Hummingbird has so much energy. Bursts of energy. It can actually travel, one of the migration paths is like 2,500 kilometers. Scientists don't know how the hummingbird does this, how it can have the energy to do that. And that can remind you that if you're going through something difficult in your life right now, you have a never-ending wellspring of support, and you can do it. You can do it. You can find that energy. You can find that support. As the hummingbird finds the energy to travel such long, long distances, you can too. You can do it. You can see how the layering of the colors just keeps growing and expanding. So I hope you've enjoyed a little meditative painting with me this morning, and I invite you to join me for 8 days of painting like this for free. It is part of my gift to you when you sign up for on my email list. So we start on June 28th, and that will be there for you to go through at your own pace and to do a little daily meditative painting practice to find your center, to always come back to your core essence. And each day we'll paint something different, very similar to what we've done here. Simple paintings, fun paintings, and they will follow the chapters in my book, The Creation Guild. So if you have my book, you might really enjoy this. If you don't have it, you can get it if you want, but you don't need it for this painting practice. I'm going to be just talking about the themes from each chapter as we move along. So join me to paint, and you guys have a beautiful day. So here is my hummingbird. For now, I might keep adding to it. We'll see. You guys have a beautiful day. Love ya. Bye.